All right. What's going on, everybody, man? So, look, got a jam-packed show for you guys today. We're going to be talking about guys that Georgia Tech must hit on in this recruiting cycle, man, to put together that superstar class, the top 25 people have been DMing and asking me about. I think they have everything they need to do it. But there's one guy at the wide receiver spot they must, and I repeat, must hit on. And this is Jabari Watkins from Thomas County Central. Count it. I'm gonna roll the clip, man. You guys can see it right here in the flesh. He was making plays like this all day long. When I went to the spring scrimmage down there in Thomasville, Georgia, bro couldn't be stopped. And it was so bad. I said it on Locked On Georgia Tech. It was so bad, y'all. They were doubling him in the spring scrimmage. No BS, yo. No BS. He was getting doubled by both of his teammates in the spring scrimmage. Didn't have an answer for him. Now, dude is massive. I think 6'2", 6'3". Good catch radius, long, athletic. Now, look, I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to recruiting, I'm not gonna say he gave me any spill. He did not. But Thomasville is not far from Tallahassee. All right? That's just the bottom line of what it is. Okay? So they sit in a good spot. Florida State does. Okay? But if you're Georgia Tech, you can't let him leave the state. You just can't do it. He is too good. And at Georgia Tech, he would probably find significant playing time, right? Because you look at the guys they have now, a couple of veterans in there. Jordan Allen, he'll be a junior that following year. They need somebody else to step up. And if you true freshman, Jabari Watkins, what better reason than me? Why shouldn't it be me when it comes to stepping up for this team and being a guy? And I think he resembles all that. And if you get a guy like him, and as I mentioned, Marquise Fennell, you feel really good about your group because Fennell is that dynamic playmaker from Boston. Now, we'll see. Got a OV set up June 12th for Georgia Tech. We'll see how much they push for him. But if you can't get Fennell, you definitely need to get Jabari Watkins. 4-star for a reason. He's a difference maker. And it reminds you, I don't want to say he's Calvin Johnson-esque, but he has those type of capabilities. The ability to sky, the ability to break tackles, the ability to spin, the ability to route run, create separation. Dude can do it all. And that's why I say in this title, why Jabari Watkins is a must-have for Georgia Tech. He literally is. And think about it. You would now be closing in on a couple 4-star prospects, right? JB, Khalil L. Johnson, you know what I'm saying? So then you look at the class you're putting together and you got about 4 or 5 guys that are 4-stars, right? Which is good. Ratings ain't everything, but those type of ratings, like it helps you with recruiting other guys. You get a Brody Campbell potentially. That's going to help you bring in and attract other guys to the forefront, right? So I feel like JB would change the trajectory of this room. I feel like he would be dynamic in George Gossie's offense. And I feel like he'd be a guy that can make plays consistently at a high level, right? He's that much of a game changer. And he's a guy that's a winner. He's won 2 state championships in his career with TCC. And he's done it on the big stage. I think last year they had Jaden Dunbar, him, several other guys. And he still was able to get, a whole bunch of yards, over 500+ yards receiving. Now he's the guy. Easily should be able to hit over 1,000 receiving yards and 10+ touchdowns. Loaded backfield, of course, with Jordan McNeil, Sance, and so many more. But he should easily be seeing the ball. And if you drawing a double team in scrimmage, that tells me all we need to know, right? Now, here's the interview I did with him in the latest, and he's eyeing a commitment in July, okay? In July. So I'm going to pull up the interview and let you guys have a chance to be able to obviously see it.
Jabari Watkins, class 77, we're up soon.
All right. So Jabari, man, he's making a lot of plays today, man. Spring scrimmage, man. What you feel like you did well? Just continue to kind of fine-tune your game, bro.
I did well again. Jabari Watkins, class 77, we're up soon.
All right. So Jabari, man, he's making a lot of plays today, man. Spring scrimmage, man. What you just continue to kind of fine-tune your game, bro.
I did well getting out my brace and pushing the ball very well.
You made a catch kind of on the back pylon, man. It was a contested catch, but you was able to obviously pull through and drag your foot, man. Talk about just kind of your catch radius, man, and be able to make those plays all the time.
I be on a jump machine every day, so that's what makes me catch the ball every time.
For sure, man. Who's some players you like to watch, man, and kind of emulate your game after?
Malik Neighbors, Jeremiah Smith. That's pretty it.
What do you think is your best trait on the football field?
My catching. I catch any ball that comes.
Obviously, you're upcoming senior, man. What's some goals you got for yourself, both as a team and obviously for you personally?
Be a leader, lead the team to win. When the team is down, pick them up.
And then obviously, you said being a leader, leading the team. How you been coaching up some of these young guys, man? Did they kind of look up to you and try to take that step like you did?
I've been leading the freshmen because sometimes we messing up, so I pick them up and just make them do better.
For sure. Talk about just the latest year recruit. I know you got some finalists: Georgia Tech, Florida State, Arkansas. Talk about this latest with that.
Ain't nothing really much that happening. It's just the same teams right now, so I'm just waiting for my OB so I can commit July 1st.
Okay, July 1st commitment day. Okay, and then last thing, man, as you go your final season, brother, what's your biggest? What do you want to be remembered for? What legacy do you want to leave here at TCC?
The best receiver to come through TCC.
Great.
So there y'all have it, right? The best receiver to come through TCC, right? There's so many gems he dropped in just that short interview with JB, right? One, he wants to be a leader this year. He wants to lead the young guys, show them the right way to do things, why you should do this A, B, C, D, and F, right? Why you need to, have these practice habits, why you need to be on the jug machine every day, right? So that matters, right? He's a senior right now, or a junior right now, about to be a senior in high school, and he's already thinking about how to be a leader. That translates to the next level, right? Very important. He told you about people that he emulates his game after, Jeremiah Smith, right? Those type of big body type receivers. He could easily be that in this Georgia Tech offense. It's the main go-to guy. You need a reception. You need a third down, fourth down conversion. Get the ball to JB. He gives you that, right? And he told you about the commitment date, July 1st. Officially, it came not from my mouth, from his mouth, right? So if you're Georgia Tech, you got to nail on the OV. And I think it's between, you got to get in there with Florida State in order to kind of keep him. Now, it's 3-hour ride from Atlanta, three and a half, probably 4-hour ride. Tallahassee is closer. But if you're Georgia Tech, he's a must-have. You can't allow him to lead the state. If you want to get this receiving core where you want it to be at, you must hit on guys like JB. Because JB's a difference maker. And he not only makes himself better, he makes the room, people around him, the players better, right? And he'll be a great example to have as a freshman. And I think he will play early for Georgia Tech. I really do. So it's going to be interesting as recruit and see how he feels about Tech. I'm not too sure. He didn't say too much, didn't offer up too much. I ain't want to grill him on it. You know what I'm saying? But he's a guy. Seeing him in person, you don't want to let that boy leave. That boy's special. That boy's him. And he going to be a difference maker, I think, at the next level as a 4-star. I think he deserves the 4-star billing as well. Very humble, but also just I'm trying to think of the word I would describe him as. He's a silent killer. You know what I'm saying? He gonna kill you on the field. And he has just this tenacity about him. Like, you're not finna punk me. Like I'm gonna go get it. I'm gonna go do it. That's the type of player, guy, getting in the JB. So he's a must-have for Georgia Tech. If you want to have a top 25 class, you let guys like JB, right? And you change the complete trajectory of that room in its totality. So I can't wait to see what he does. Can't wait to see his growth. And he's going to be a guy to continue to watch for years to come, man. But if you're Georgia Tech, don't let him lead the state. Must have. JB, one of them ones. We'll leave it at that, man. We won't talk you guys heads off, but stay tuned for this video. Appreciate you guys always tuning in, man, and much love. I'll see you guys soon. Want to get a quick couple videos for y'all. Been busy, but not too busy for the fans. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share with a friend. And until next time, see you guys, and please continue to support the channel.